Yeah, a sign of the downfall of E. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Waha, Rechaha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles and the elder bishops and the elders at the Great Millstone GMS who rule well and who teach well, who are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today, whether you accept it or not, laboring in his word and doctrine. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there, noising this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Yahushai, wherever they are scattered. Okay, pushing this word in sincerity and in honesty and in truth, all right, and edifying the elect in these last days, which we are definitely in. Yahweh Ratazar, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So you had this video that went viral of this parachute guy that face planted in his American flag parachute, all right, which was for the 4th of July, I believe, right, just a few days ago, all right, you know, commemorating 250-year anniversary, you know, of America. Okay. He only suffered minor injuries, you know, cut lip, all right, should have been worse, all right. But anyway, if you look at it from a spiritual point of view, through a spiritual lens, this is symbolic. It shows it's symbolic that America is on its way down. It's circling the drain and there's no healing Babylon the Great America whatsoever. Okay. So yeah, that was the spirit. Okay. Let's go to the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 14. And we'll start at verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Yeah, worms represent, you know, decadence, decaying, corrosion. All right, America is a decaying society. Okay, what is, you know, when you have a dead body, what eats away of it? Worms, maggots, things like that. Okay, yeah, and that's what's going to continue to happen to Babylon the Great. All right, the pride is about to be humbled, man. Okay, and the state that E will be in the kingdom, E being the so-called WHITE people. Okay, the Caucasian. They are going to be terrible. Okay, it'll be worse than second-hand citizens. Even so much that a maggot will be looked upon with more importance than that devil. Just look at the USA, man. It's low physically, it's certainly low morally, and it's most definitely low spiritually. You see, that "oh, I'm proud to be an American" will soon disappear. See, that anthem will go soon. All right. Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Poetic justice. E has the last dominion over the earth right now. Wicked dominion, and the heathen nations ruling. All right, but you know, E is at the top ruling. Okay, but the Lord is gonna put all these heathen nations down, starting with E. He has to be cast down, and he will be cast down fast. It'll only take the Lord 1 hour to destroy Babylon the Great. Just look how quick that parachute guy fell. Yeah. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, verse 3, and it reads, the pride of thine heart, the Hebrew word for heart is lab, which is the mind. Okay. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Ha'adon Yahweh. So E has to be taken down, and he will. His pride, jeez. The wickedness and unrighteous decrees that they push. Okay? Come on, man. missing children. Got weirdos and freaks in governments. And that parachute guy, seems like he was a professional, but hey, things can go wrong. And you see, these people of the world, they put their trust and faith in man-made devices. You see? So it goes to show you the mentality that these people have. All right? And they're so proud in it. It's book of Psalms chapter 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah, this man has well thought out his plans in the way that he expects them to go on continuously. 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line, 50 years from now. But they will go terribly wrong. And we don't have that much time left. The USA will go down quickly. Hip hip hooray. All right. Okay, but the devil has pushed forth wickedness, man. Men are effeminate. Women are masculine. Okay. Even when you look at like, I want to say commercials, but when when you look at stuff like that pertaining to like these other nations, like advertising campaign for going into their army, they're serious, they're more warlike. Okay. But if you used to look at the state of America's this week, when it comes to pushing forth wanting to join the American army, yeah. Yeah, these other nations have that war spirit on them. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 5. And it reads, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. Yeah, the Lord hates a proud look, man. And there's many people that's proud these days. You see? For many great misery shall be done to them that walk in great pride. Loosely paraphrasing. I believe that's in the book of 2nd Esdras. But we'll get this in another translation. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 5 in the NLT, New Living Translation. The Lord detests the proud. They will surely be punished. Yeah, the Lord hates the proud. Okay. See, just because things may be going all right for people, they think they're untouchable. They think, okay, cool, I've got this car now, I've secured this and that. All right, I don't owe God anything. That's their mindset. Oh, God, it's rather, oh, God owes me something. People are lofty, man. I've got the latest fashion. I've got this, that, and the other money. I'm in a job for life. Yeah. Wait until they crash the economy. Wait until the MOTBs mandated all over the world and stuff like that. See hipping stations and stuff. Yeah. And those that you take it, you're gonna be in derision, man. As it says. Alright, fine, let's get that. You're gonna be in a bad case. You might be like, okay, cool. I've got my C-hip, I can do this now. I can go here. But you're still gonna be controlled. Alright? And things might still not go all that well for having it at first. Alright? And of course, Revelation 16, is it? Verse 2. We'll get that first. Yep. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image, yeah? Okay. Grievous sore, yeah? Ulcer, cancer. Okay. Pus coming out of your body. Got something that's emitting radiation in your body. But you think you're all good. Yeah. So those of you that take it, yeah, expect that. Alright. Go back to the, what is it? Great pride. The scripture I was going to get before. 2 Esdras chapter 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Alright? Because they have walked in great pride, that's right. Okay? Proud spirit, proud look, the Lord hates that, man. Okay? Especially the alphabet community. Proud in their filthiness. Yeah? Precept. Have to get this one. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall. Yeah? Look how proud America's been. And it's getting ready to fall hard. Okay? Trying to celebrate its 250 years. Average age of an empire is just that. Okay? Of course, some empires rule a bit less, some longer. Alright? Now, has been in control longer than that. Alright? It goes to show, man, the Lord is giving body shots to Babylon the Great. Alright? From RT News, US-Iran ceasefire over, Trump. Right? Today, RT News again. Ukraine cannot destabilize Russia through energy attacks. Ukraine strikes on Russia's energy infrastructure will neither undermine the economy. So much happening, man. Okay. Speaking of that, there's a fuel shortage in Russia too. Russia is currently facing a nationwide fuel crisis caused by a persistent campaign of Ukrainian drone and missile strikes targeting oil refineries. Shortages have forced widespread rationing, mile-long queues at gas stations, and a 25% year-on-year drop in gasoline production. That's major, man. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna go up now. Rationing. And hey, that's gonna come to Babylon the Great, America. Okay. I'll come here too, to the UK. Good. I want the UK to carry on falling. See, long queues at gas stations. Yeah, people are going to be, pressured and stressed out. Okay. It's like it's gonna go back to 2020. People fighting over toilet paper and stuff. Yeah. Look at this, Virgin Media. Ofcom fines Virgin Media £28 million for mishandling customer calls. I'll let you know what it is. Virgin Media. It's a British telecommunications company which provides telephone, television, and internet services in the United Kingdom. So, 12 hours ago from BBC, Virgin Media fined after hanging up on customers trying to cancel contracts. Yeah. The fine of £28 million for preventing customers from cancelling contracts, Sky News. Everything's just... Look at this. NHS trust to spend £30 million on mental health inquiry, BBC News. Telegraph, 1 day ago, we left our NHS nursing jobs. Even higher wages couldn't make us stay. So this kingdom is falling, man. And you still got like Israelites and the mentality of trying to further this place and trying to build, right, in something that's condemned to be destroyed. All right. Now you still have other Israelite groups that they'll go into prophecy and stuff like that, but it's how they can better themselves here, rather than hastening the coming of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Yeah, people are in a state of mourning, man. You got protests constantly, pally protests, all sorts. Uproars of the people. Okay. Lots of protests over here in the UK. Yeah, man. Strikes, all sorts. Look at this. Japan reveals new 5G Norwich plan to flood the country with 10 million robots by 2040, including work in the nursing, food and drink sectors. Tech radar. Iran creates laboratory-based artificial brain using living neurons. There's so much happening. All right. And got that distraction going on. Keir Starmer helped stop earlier England versus Mexico kickoff. Keir Starmer, who's the former Prime Minister of Britain now. Okay, he stepped down. Keir Starmer wants to bring football home before he leaves number 10 Downing Street. Obviously, this match already happened. So the British Prime Minister intervened to help stop FIFA from rescheduling England's football match in Mexico City by several hours, keeping the kickoff set for 1 a.m., which is why it started at 2 in the morning. FIFA had considered starting the England-Mexico game at 7 p.m. Or was it that one that started at 2 in the... Yeah. I believe it was. Might be wrong. Anything to try and get England to win, man. Cheats. Either might cheats, man. Look at this. Kylian Mbappe calls out blatant racism of Paraguayan senator for colonized Cameroonian remark. Yeah, because his ethnicity is on his father's side. His mother's like Libyan. Is it Libyan or Algerian? Algerian. Yeah, his mother's Algerian. Comes off as an Israelite to me. Look at this. Humans will be immortal by 2030 with the help of nanobots. These devils, man. The Most High is not in their thoughts at all. And they want to get that birthright back. They want immortality. Okay? And they're doing it through witchcraft, left-handed means. Alright? And they're going to fail miserably. But yeah, FIFA is corrupt, man. It's all politics. Yeah, 48-year-old man who spends over $2 million a year trying to become younger and healthier and who claims he will live past 163 has been diagnosed with autoimmune gastritis. My stomach is eating itself. This may not be real. It might be. Nonetheless, he does things like that. Okay. Anyway, that's all I have on that. So I'm going to say Shalom to the Lord's elect of the household of faith, the elect of the nation of Israel. I'll catch you on the next show. Okay. In closing, Kal Halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Waha Racha Kodash and a Bad Babal.